Welcome to the fourth and final chapter of the second module of this course, where we will be discussing the opportunities available to you to influence legislation on SRHR. As we have already discussed, health is now a devolved function, and county governments are now legislating on health. In particular, county governments are legislating on reproductive health. Therefore, in the past 2 and 3 years, we have seen a number of counties coming up with bills that govern reproductive health, usually termed maternal, newborn and child health bills. In particular, we have Nakuru, Nairobi, Kilifi, Makueni and Kakamega counties who have such bills. While we are very excited that county governments are taking their legislative issues seriously, we are concerned about the bills that are either being debated or passed in some of these counties. For instance, we have Kilifi County, which has sought to claw back the gains made by Article 26 of the Constitution by stating that an abortion is only accessible in an emergency circumstance, which means that Article 26, for which guarantees this for the life and health of the mother, is not applicable. Another situation is Makueni County, which has become progressive in its provision, whereby abortion is allowed in a number of instances, including rape, fetal abnormalities, amongst others. Thus, as counties are developing these bills, we see a few opportunities available for doctors to influence them, especially with regards to the technical content. So the first thing we would suggest is that doctors should take the opportunity to engage counties early in the process so that they can influence the technical content of the bill. This will be considered providing technical assistance in the development process, which will mean that the issues that you understand as doctors will be well articulated in the bills. Secondly, doctors can participate in the process of legislation by providing memorandums and attending public hearings where their opinions can be heard. And finally, if a constitutional challenge is mounted, especially with regards to provisions that claw back on the Constitution, doctors can offer expert opinion on the situation regarding the reproductive health issue, particularly with regard to abortion. Thus, there are a number of opportunities available for doctors to influence legislation, and these should not be taken lightly. In conclusion, sexual and reproductive health and rights are a key component of the highest attainable standard of health, and therefore they must be regarded as such. Members of KMA and medical practitioners have the unique opportunity to influence legislation by understanding the content of these rights and also understanding the needs of the people around these issues. We thus urge you to take into consideration what do you people need in terms of their reproductive health, the sexual health and the sexual rights, and how can this be articulated in legislation. We thank you for listening, and I am Nerima Mere.